Aruba Certified Campus Access Professional Exam HPE7-A01 dumps questions are the best material for you to study all the related topics: network stack, connectivity, network resiliency and device virtualization, switching, WLAN, routing, security, authentication, authorization, managing and monitoring, troubleshooting, performance optimization. Share some HPE7-A01 exam questions and answers here. 1. What is a primary benefit of BSS coloring? A. BSS color tags improve performance by allowing clients on the same channel to share airtime. B. BSS color tags are applied to client devices and can reduce the threshold for interference. CBSS color tags are applied to Wi-Fi channels and can reduce the threshold for interference. DBSS color tags improve security by identifying rogue APs and removing them from the network. 2. You are helping an on-site network technician bring up an Aruba 9004 gateway with ZTP for a branch office. The technician was to plug in any port for the ZTP process to start 30 minutes after the gateway was plugged in. New users started to complain they were no longer able to get to the Internet. One user who reported the issue stated their IP address is 172.160.81. However, the branch office network is supposed to be on 10.23181.0, 24. What should the technician do to alleviate the issue and get the ZTP process started correctly? A. Turn off the DHCP scope on the gateway, and set DNS correctly on the gateway to reach Aruba Activate. B. Move the cable on the gateway from port G0 over 0 of Volt 1 TC port to go 0.0. C. Move the cable on the gateway to G0, 0 over 1. And add the device's MAC and serial number in central. D. Factory default and reboot the gateway to restart the process. 3. Your Director of Security asks you to assign AOSCX switch management roles to new employees based on their specific job requirements after the configuration was complete. It was noted that a user assigned with the administrator's role did not have the appropriate level of access on the switch. The user was not limited to viewing non-sensitive configuration information and a level of 1 was not assigned to their role. Which default management role should have been assigned for the user? A. Sysadmin, B. Operators, C. Help Desk, D. Config. 4. A company recently deployed new Aruba access points at different branch offices. Wireless 802.1x authentication will be against a Radius server in the cloud. The security team is concerned that the traffic between the AP and the Radius server will be exposed. What is the appropriate solution for this scenario? A. Enable EAP-TLS on all wireless devices. B. Configure RADSEC on the AP and Aruba Central. C. Enable EAP-TLS on all wireless devices. D. Configure RADSEC on the AP and the Radius server. 5. Using Aruba best practices, what should be enabled for visitor networks where encryption is needed but authentication is not required? A. Wi-Fi protected access 3 enterprise. B. Opportunistic wireless encryption. C. Wired equivalent privacy. D. Open network access. 6. Describe the difference between class of service, CUS, and differentiated services code point, DSCP. A. CUS has much finer granularity than DSCP. because is only contained in VLAN tag fields. DSCP is in the IP header and preserved throughout the IP packet flow. C. They are similar and can be used interchangeably. D. CUS is only used to determine class of traffic. DSCP is only used to differentiate between different classes. 7. Due to a shipping error, 5 Aruba AP515S and 1 Aruba CX6300 were sent directly to your new branch office. You have configured a new group persona for the new branch office devices in Central, but you do not know their MAC addresses or serial numbers. The office manager is instructed via text message on their smartphone to onboard all the new hardware into Aruba Central. What application must the office manager use on their phone to complete this task? A. Aruba Onboard App, B. Aruba Central App, C. Aruba CX Mobile App, D. Aruba Installer App. 8. What steps are part of the key management workflow when a wireless device is roaming from AP1 to AP2? Select 2. A. AP1 will cache the client's information and send it to the Key Management Service. B. The Key Management Service receives from AirMatch a list of all AP2's neighbors. C. The Key Management Service receives a list of all AP1's neighbors from AirMatch. D. The Key Management Service then generates R1 keys for AP2's neighbors. E. A client associates and authenticates with the AP2 after roaming from AP1. 9. Which statement best describes COS? A. Determining which traffic passes specified quality metrics. B. Scoring traffic based on the quality of the contents. C. Identifying specific traffic for special treatment. D. Identifying the quality of the connection. 10. A customer wants to enable wired authentication across all their CX switches. One of the requirements is that the switch must be able to authenticate a single computer connected through a VoIP phone. Which feature should be enabled to support this requirement? A. Multi-domain authentication, B. Device-based mode, C. MAC authentication, D. Multi-auth mode.